So in this video we are going to learn about and to create this clock. As you can see, so I have created this clock only with CSS, HTML and JavaScript. We will create these three handles and we will rotate all these three handles by using JavaScript. So this project gonna be very interesting and it will teach you many things in your development career. Now let's get started. So I have picked three files: index.html, index.css and index.js. Okay, and I have a folder in which I have this image, a clock image. So we will use this image and we will create this clock. So first you have to do some coding within your HTML. So let me remove this, and here I will create div.clock container. Okay, container, and within this I will create div.r that will check hours, and here we have to write another div for minute, so min, and same I will use another div for second. Okay, so after that you have to write here with using h1 tag something like created by Noor Said. Okay, so this is the coding of HTML, only this coding. After that you have to use your, so let me select all and let me remove all this stuff. Okay, before doing your coding within your CSS styling, you have to link this CSS with your HTML. So I have linked this style index.css, and the similar thing I have done for index.js. So you have to link your these two scripts, index.cs and js. Okay, that's perfect. Now what I will do, I will style my watch. So for this let me copy this container, Control C, and let me paste here so that we can save our time. As I have created this clock container, this is the overall container that will contain all these three divs. Okay, within this container I have styled some, like I have put width 50, viewport width, and height 70 view height. Same thing I have done background, repeat no repeat, that will use for our image, clock image. After that I've used background size 50 view, same like this, width and height, and position relative. Okay, that's perfect. So if I open with live server, how it will looks like, it will looks like this, because we have done nothing for it. So for this we have to put here background image. So I will use bg image, and here I will use URL, and I know my clock, what was the name, clock image. Okay, so if I open with live server this, okay, it still doesn't work. I think I have made some mistake. The mistake is, let me copy this id, sorry class, and let me paste here, because maybe I have done some mistake within spelling. So now let me open, still it doesn't work. Okay, we will check it out. So clock container and index.css, okay, index.js, it must be work, clock container. Yeah, this is class. Okay, that was my mistake. This is class, and we access class with the help of dot operator. Okay, so that was my mistake. Now this time it will works. So this is our image. Okay, now before using implementation, I mean creating our handle, three handle, minute handle, second handle and hour handle, I will style this. So it is very simple. So let me write here h1 text. So h1, and within h1 I will use text align center, the color may be red, and font width just like 30 pixel. Okay, okay, now we will use the main thing that will use in our min second. So clock container contain these three divs, and these three divs will be styled by us by using some styling of CSS. So let me copy this, okay, this portion, Control C, and let me paste it here. Now I will explain it. We have used id hour, id minute, id second. I mean these three divs. Now we want to access these three divs. Okay, and within these three divs we have put position absolute, background color black, border radius 10 pixel, opacity 0.8 pixel, transform origin bottom. Okay, so if I open with live server, it will show me nothing because we have to do some more styling for it. So I will copy another thing. Okay, so let me copy R, this, and let me paste it here, and I will explain it. So now I want to create handle for R. So I have put it width 1% because we know that whenever you see any clock, it has 3 handles, and the handle size, I mean width, must be something like matching. But if you put here 2 or 3, then it will be so bigger. So that's why I have used here 1%. After that, height 18%, top. Okay, now I will show you that how top and left works. So let me first open with live server. Okay, still it doesn't work. Why? Let me check it out. Let me copy. Okay, let me change all this id. That was my mistake. id. Okay, now this time it will works because we access id with the with the hash. Okay, so we have created this. Now let me inspect our code. After that, let me expand body, and within body container hour. Okay, so if here I change, let me, okay, so if I here change the top position, something like this, see, I have used here 18%, it's not fit. But if I use 20%, it's not fit. So you can change your handle styling sorry, from top. So whenever you create your handle, it will first the origin from top. So you have to set your top of your handle and left. So if I change the left, it will be like here. Now I want to set it here. For that I have to set left. So let me write here, where are you, left %. You can set your left and top of your handle, something like this. After that we have to set our minute handle. So I will copy this and let me paste it here. So within this I have done some styling like height and width. After that I've set top and left 22%, 46. So let me open. See, we have 2 handles, and let me Control Shift I, not console, let me click right and inspect me. Okay, so if I click on this clock div and here click on minute, so it will bring me minute styling. See, if I change, see, you must again, let me write it. Okay, so left and 46%. See, so you can set your handle something like this, but first time if you create this handle, it will be here in this position of the div, because we have a parent container, clock container. After that you have to set top, you have to minimize the top, and you have to set the left so that it can fit here. And we will do the same thing for our second. So let me copy this. Where are you, second? Yeah, Control C, and let me paste it here. Okay, I have done the similar thing for like R handle and minute handle. So now I have set second handle, top 17%, left 46. But if I comment it out, let me show you. If I comment it out, then you can see the difference. See, first time your handle will be like from your top and left side of your div. But if I inspect it, okay, let me inspect it again, and let me expand body, container, and where are you, minute? Okay, you are here. Okay, now I want to make some changes. So let me remove top, let me remove left. Okay, let me set it again, no problem. Okay, now top like 20%. See, you have seen the changes. I can do the same thing like 30%. Okay, percent. Now I want to change the left, so I will write left and I will set the left like 46%. See, so you can set your like this one 47. Okay, no, yeah, that's perfect. Now let me change the top from 30 to 30. Let me set 27, 26, 25, 24. Now okay, it's perfect. So you can set your handle something like this. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, let me remove all this. Let me close these tabs, and now we will do some. So we have done our HTML coding and our CSS styling. Now we will do coding for our, let me comment it out. Okay, so currently if I open with live server my clock, it will looks like this. Okay, because I have commented out this too, that's why the second handle was at the left of the top. So let me control and forward slash. Okay, that's perfect. We have a clock and we have three handles, and the current position, the first position of our handles are at 12 o'clock. Now I want to rotate them. How we will do this? Can be done by JavaScript, but before doing that we have to familiar with the three formulas. So I have already write here three formulas. We know that we have 12 hours, and if you rotate something, this is our clock, something like this, and this rotation is equal to 360 degree. 360 degree. It's mean if you want to rotate our R, we have to rotate it by 360 degrees. So this formula is stand for R. 30 R, it means that you have to multiply 30 with R time, that will get by time object, and after that you have to add it with M by 2. M rotation mean minute. First it will calculate minute by 2, it will divide M by 2, and whatever the result is, it will be added with this 30 by H. The same thing we have done for 6, because we know that we have 60 minutes within an hour, and it will be rotated by 360 degree. So you have to use M rotation, and it must be equal to 6M, and we know that second is equal to 60 seconds, and you have to rotate each second by 60 equal to 360 degree. Now the formula will be like this: second will be 6 multiplied by minute. Okay, so these are the formulas. You can search it by Google, and you can more know about it from Google. So we will implement this, but before implementing this, we have to declare some like function, and we have a built-in function here, set interval. Okay, and set interval, at the end of set interval you have to pause the time, and I want to rotate each my handles by 1 second, and we know that 1 second is equal to 1000 millisecond. Now you have to do some coding within this interval. Okay, first we have to create an object like obj is equal to new, and we have to use here a class date. Okay, date class, date time class. Okay, date class, and from this date class you can pick your time. Okay, so I have created here, let me copy, where are you, let me copy this, Control C, let me copy all this. Okay, let me see, and let me let me paste it, let me format it. Okay, okay, select all and control forward slash so that you can uncomment it. So I have created object, and this object is derived from this class date. Now I have created three variables: h time, minute time, second time, and with the help of this object I will use here obj dot get hours, and we will access obj dot get minutes, and it will get minutes and it will be stored in m time. Same thing we will do for s time. Oh sorry, obj. So obj will be accessed with the help of obj object. We will access get seconds and it will be stored in it. After that we have to rotate, we have to use our formula. So let me copy all these. So let me paste it here, and let me select all, and let me press control forward slash. Okay, that's perfect, but we need to comment it. Okay, but we need to comment this line because it's just comment line. Let's implement some formulas for rotation of the handles, and I have already told you about that we have three formulas. I have declared a variable that will help us while storing the formula and calculation: h rotation, and as I have already mentioned, the formula 30 multiply into h time, I mean this time, h time, whatever it will be, it will, let me control z, it will be multiply with 30, and m time, this whatever it is, it will be divided into 2, and whatever the final result of divide and multiplication, it will be added, and this will be our rotation. The same thing I have done for m rotation, 6 into m rotation, 6 into s time. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so after that we have to use finally our rotation. So let me copy all this stuff, and let me paste it here, and let me explain you. But first let me uncomment them. Okay, that's perfect. So let's have a check for rotation. Okay, so we know that we have something like IDs within HTML: r, mean, sec. Okay, that's perfect. So I have used r, id, and I have used dot operator so that I could access style. After that I have access transform that will rotate your handles, that will help you in rotation of your handles, whatever the handle is. So our style transform equal to, I am assigning this rotation, and here you have to use backstick. These are backstick, something like, let me write here, backstick. You have to write backstick like this, and within this backstick you have to use a built-in notation rotate, and within parentheses you have to use dollar signs. It means it represents your variable h rotation. This, whatever the formula this time is, it will be stored in it, and this time will be rotated by this with the help of degree, and we know that the degree is 360, and it will be stored your r, and that is id, it means your handle. And the same thing will be for the other two, mean, second. Just pass m rotation, this one, and s rotation, this one. Okay, so let me open with live server. Okay, now here see we have a time 5:16, and as you can see 5:16, and our second handle is moving. So we have created our clock with the help of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So if you like my work, then you have to subscribe my channel so that you can watch more project like this in future. And I have created so many projects in the playlist of HTML, CSS,